Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles.
To kick off for Detroit.
Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. Carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Wentz to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Open man is Galladay, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Detroit.
On first down, Stafford here. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. First down, a run with Cohen. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Steps away to his left. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, Wentz gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Take over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Looking downfield for Jones. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete.
A big play on third down for the Lions. 53 yards.
And the Lions first down.
Barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Lions.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
On the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Play action. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yep. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
For the point after.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he loses the football a second time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown,
DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have taken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Lions 20, Eagles 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's caught at the 25. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete.
Kenny Galladay, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
To Marvin Jones. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, Stafford eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to... And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab. And the Lions add on to their lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. To the air again, Stafford. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Eagles 21. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
1st down.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Allison. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll find Aguara complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Detroit.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerron Harmon. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass to James. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.